Welcome back to AnimOtions. I'm your host Darian Main, and today we're going to be talking about how to become a successful solo 3D animator slash visual storyteller. It's just a jam-packed topic. You know, it's just to encapsulate everything, but you know, it's how to be a successful animator in essence. So let's just get into this. The first thing that you need to think about to be a successful animator is to have a target audience in mind. You need to know who you want to sell this product to, who you want to watch this product, so that you can craft it to fit them perfectly, so that you can craft it to make them love it really good. Because if you try to make something that fit everybody, will really fit, nobody won't do that well. So it should really be something that's very targeted and can become like, they love it so much it's like almost cult like for some games and stuff like that. They love it so much it's almost cult like. They defend it on the internet, they play it straight through, they introduce all their friends to it, and they play this game all the time, or they binge watch a show all the time. Like, you want a target audience that really loves this kind of content and would spend possibly a lot on this content, rewatch the content a lot, and those are your targets. So your target audience is very important. That should be the number one thing that you think about, your target audience. Alright, so the next thing is to make sure that your characters are visually appealing. They're easy to look at, can be comical or anything. It can be simple, it can be very, very simple, but it just needs to be visually appealing. So 3D, make sure your textures are good, it's not too shiny and everything everywhere, like, make sure it look good, make sure it look nice, and the lighting is nice, soft lighting, and just make sure your textures look good on whatever you're doing. If it's 3D, make sure your character looks good, the colors look good. You just make sure it's visually appealing. Alright, and the same thing for your scene should be visually appealing as well. Alright, so the next thing to be a successful animator is to actually consider using assets. Right, so you want to consider using assets, especially if you're doing 3D. You need to speed up your workflow for 2D as well. Like, if you're working by yourself, you need to, that's even more urgent. So all the stuff I named in the title, like this one is a big one for that. It helps to speed up your workflow, whether free or paid assets. You use them, you edit them, you do what you can to help speed up your workflow, so that you can be putting out content consistently on a regular basis to help build your brand, build your audience. That's very, very important. So definitely consider using assets. Alright, so not consider, you should market your character on all your social media platforms. So your TikTok, your Instagram, your YouTube, you insert social media up here, and if you're watching this video in like 5 years, then that's the app I'm referring to, that one that you're thinking about, is me. So yeah, man, just market the character on every single platform, right, that you're using for social media or anything. Or if you're not on any, then get on some. Alright, you want people to care about this character, you want people to build some kind of relationship with the character, them to think the character is funny. Push the character's personality to the forefront. Let people be engaged. Try on TikTok, they have a lot of trends and different stuff. You can have little short stories with your character, just even comedy sketches, like small comedy sketches that just work on them. You need to build popularity for your character, and not just one character, but you need to work towards having 1 to 3 of your characters being popular. So push their personalities to the forefront, as I said. Make sure you're visually appealing, make sure they're helping people in some way to laugh. Give them information about probably the show that's coming up or something, but comedy is a very good way to build popularity or even relatability. So somebody that acts similar to somebody that I know, for example, I might watch it if I have a strong connection with that person or that personality type, right? Or somebody who reminds me of myself, I might watch it for that reason as well. So it's definitely a strong point. Work from 1 to 3 characters and work towards a short film, because if you have 3 characters, a group of people might like this character, Our next group might like the second character, and our next group might like the third character. So that's 3 different audiences coming together to watch your film, your short film with these popular characters, alright? Or your comedy sketches. So definitely is a strong one. The next thing you need to do is to practice to tell stories. Like, you definitely need to improve the skill. This one is a major key. Yeah, like alright, so stories are extremely important. People listen to me just sit here telling stories without having an animation behind it if I'm telling the story well enough. So your storytelling techniques, the way how you convey the message to the viewer, that's extremely important. It's a major key. If you master this, then you should do well. This one, I would say, is the most important step. You should master. If you master this right now, then and you get people to actually watch a video, because that's actually, it's competing for importance, right? To get people to actually watch a video, right? Once they watch it, if it's engaging enough, like I've seen other horror stories that they've seen being like very engaging, other people liking them, because like the storytelling technique. So you definitely need to master how to tell your stories, how to portray your idea out. Alright, that's very important for being successful as an animator, right? Whether 3D or otherwise. So you also need to practice your post-processing if you're 3D, and that's just to make like input dust particles in the air, make it feel real. Like edit the lighting, like make sure the bounce light is right. Like I have 2 shadows behind me, look how the shadows is. It's based on the lighting, so you want like accurate lighting, different stuff, like to just help bring your film to life, color grading, and then somebody bring out the right colors and stuff like that. So practice your post-processing will carry a long way for people to view you a certain way. Obviously, there is a combination of all these things to make you successful. Possibly not even everything, but a number of these things, and like just a number of them, like most of them, and that should help to make you successful as an animator for sure, right? So the next thing is to release content very frequently. Like you can be very good at what you're doing, but if you don't release anything, nobody will know that. And if you wait until the day when you're going to release your animation, nobody will care. So you need to release content very frequently. You need to be promoting your character from early. You need to be presenting the trailer for your story. You need to gain interest in your story. You need to release content, let people know that hey, you're still here working. Don't let them forget that you're around. Let them be excited about what's to come. So you keep consistent, the dating, and that eventually should help to build the audience, so that when your project finally drops, when it drops, it gets a very big, what would I say? It has a very good first week, rather. So definitely release content very frequently, and even after that, try to keep the audience engaged and continue to grow the audience, because that's important, right? With that audience, that they could solve your marketing problem forever. So that's very important. Then remember to stay consistent once you're doing that. Alright, so that's basically everything that I had in mind for you. So definitely rewatch this video, make notes of this video. If this is what you want to do, you take my advice, you merge with your advice, other advice that you found, other information you found, you craft together, you build your plan, and you execute, and you become a successful animator, 3D or otherwise, or visual storyteller. Alright, so thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. Also subscribe to this video. Check out another video on my channel too, if you're into kind of stuff like animation and game development content, or as well as actual animations and games. Check out my channel, check out the description. I'll be posting links to my games, my first 2 release games, in the description, so that you can check them out. You can support me if you like. Alright, thanks for watching once again. Goodbye.